activity Naruto.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present opening round coverage of the PGA Championship. We're here at Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin for the PGA Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all of the championship action. Frank, what's in store for our golfers today under these major championship conditions?
It's a Pete Dye special, Rich. Bunkers, I've lost count of the number of bunkers at Whistling Straits, but already it's been the host of several PGA championships, so it's a test for the great players of the world. But really, you've got to tip your cap to the designer. He'll tell you that building Whistling Straits was a, quote, once-in-a-lifetime thing. To see Lake Michigan around the golf course, it looks just like it's not real. It looks like you're playing on the moon sometimes. It's an amazing venue.
And now we go down to the action at the first. Frank, were you the kind of player who actually might have been worried if you didn't have first tee jitters?
Definitely. You didn't have the energy if that was the case, but it's about turning that energy into some sort of positive form. Make nice full swings, pick some good targets, and of course, you never know what's going to happen.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So into red figures now with that birdie. Frank, bold is beautiful here at Whistling Straits, and this second hole is for the bold, isn't it?
Well, even though it's just under 600 yards, it is reachable for the long hitters. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, because that way you can see the green. There is bunkers left, and there is bunkers right. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? That ball just took off the face. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Time to Human Torch, superhero. That's after 4. Marvel.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Good lie in the fairway, but a good chance to make something happen here. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
-1 in the early going. Now to the first par 3 on this golf course. It's the third, about 188 yards.
Yeah, big green with lots of undulations, and it moves the ball from that right side towards the left, towards Lake Michigan. But club selection, important here.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Settles in over the putt. Moves into the top 10 with that birdie. Frank, it's absolutely breathtaking, isn't it? I mean, you look left and all you see are the waters of Lake Michigan. It's called glory.
Well, that's one of the amazing things that Pete Dye has done in his design of this great golf course, is to incorporate all the natural vistas that are available.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, this looks like a pretty challenging shot into the fourth.
Just like the previous hole, when you've got the lake on the left, you've got to favor the other side.
That'll leave him with a good birdie opportunity, only about 10 feet away. That's a good shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh my goodness, he just missed that. And that was almost tap-in distance. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Frank, you've played all over the world. How unique is this hole, the fifth?
I've never really seen anything quite like this. On one hand, it's an extremely long par 5, but then on the other hand, you have all these options that are available. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Not looking good, Frank.
No, I think it's wet.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Birdie try up next.
Really. This is an awkward length.
I tell you, he's setting himself up for a good weekend. Former college #1 makes another birdie. And let's go down to the 6th. Couple of birdies already on the card. Still early, Frank, but we've seen some solid play.
This is exactly how you want to start the first round of a tournament, Rich.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. This one just requires a little bit of focus. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, a solid par right there, maintains his position. Another magnificent hole here at Whistling Straits. Nothing but water on the right and a huge drop-off down to the beach.
Yeah, if you're struggling with your golf, just take a little breath and look right. It'll be a great elixir.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point. That's fine.
Frank putting it all together today. What a nice performance.
It's been like a clinic so far.
Frank, when we stop staring at Lake Michigan in the background, what should we be focusing on this shot?
Well, somehow you've got to thread a long iron in between the bunkers on the left and the bunkers on the right onto a very, very narrow green. Oh, this is right at it.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie too. Totally in command.
Frank, how's the 9th hole here at Whistling Straits?
Not exactly the easiest way to finish the front 9, that's for sure. Slight bend to the right. Ideally, you want to hit it down that left side. Otherwise, you might be blocked out with that second shot.
Wow, he moved that a long way right in the fairway. Frank, now the second shot here at the 9th.
You can get caught with swirling winds here because of the trees and the protection on the hill on the right side. Another one to be very, very careful of.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. 8-foot putt here. This is a pretty good performance right here. 6 under for the tournament. Welcome back to the PGA Championship here at Whistling Straits. Ball is teed up here at the 10th. We are set to get it going on the back 9.
There's a bunker that you can see that's about 260 yards in the middle of fairway. You can easily carry that in line with another one that's about 330 yards. That just sets up a relatively straightforward pitch.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Frank, safety off the tee. Now what happens on this second shot?
This green, Rich, is just elevated a little bit, so you can't just sort of grab a wedge and just hit away willy-nilly. You've got to be careful here. You must flight that shot in properly to make it soft, land softly on this green. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, the 11th here at Whistling Straits is a monster par 5. They call it sandbox, but it is not exactly child's play, is it?
No, I can't actually count the number of bunkers on this hole. Plus, it's a dogleg to the right. 645 yards. I don't care whichever way you cut it down. That's going to be 3 good shots. It forces you to hit driver off this tee.
Frank, such an advantage when you can hit it that far.
It's not fair. Second shot.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. Ooh, that hurts. Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. Frank, the previous hole, we took out the sledgehammer. Now at the 12th, we'll need a scalpel, it looks like.
Yeah, at 163 yards, you wouldn't think it's very long. But really, the problem is the green. You can pitch the ball in the middle of this green, and still it can kick over. So be very, very aware of the mounding and the undulations on this green.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That is another laser right at the flagstick. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Bit of a disappointment there. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Never a bad score on the card. That's par. On to the 13th, and this par 4, Frank, they lovingly call cliffhanger. How do you deal with these 402 yards, Frank?
Really, you got to pick a spot down the left side. Even where the rough isn't really such a bad line. Keep it down there, let everything kick to the right, but you have to avoid missing right here.
That was just a beautiful drive. And hit it solid and right in the middle.
Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
And this is looking really good. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot in there. Easy birdie.
continuing to play well. -7 now after that putt. Now to the par 4 14th. It is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards, only leaves 145 in.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
This is a 9-footer. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole. It's gone for a little extra. Rich, that is annihilation of the golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just
Come
tore
on,
that
golf
thing
ball.
to pieces.
Well, par 4s, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, what a birdie. Frank, as you know, the finishing holes at a major championship can make even the world's #1 player buckle under the pressure. How do you avoid that?
Well, with a good drive to start here, there's a series of bunkers that start about 300 yards down the right side. You'd like to start your tee shot on those and maybe work it back towards the fairway to get a little bit more run and make this hole reachable. That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on.
That's like a rocket
Come on,
ship
golf ball.
launched by NASA.
Here a touch.
He'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a
Marvel.
good chance to attack this hole. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
So a tester from 4 feet. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. The 17th now at Whistling Straits, and if you have a club that travels 250 yards on a good line, bust it out now.
That's what you're going to need, and you're going to need to hit that smack bang out of the middle of the club and leave nothing behind.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him. Oh, this is a huge putt. It's in.
Well, it's pretty simple. You want to put your name alongside the likes of Vijay Singh, Martin Kaymer, men who've won PGA championships right here at Whistling Straits. Then you need to knuckle down and make something happen at this final hole.
Yeah, par to win might be easy to say, but on a hole like this, 520 yards, it's hard to do.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
This for par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
Northa. Over and out.